talk about baby Doge. We're going to talk about some prices here. We're going to talk about Bitcoin as well and talk about where they are about to go here in the near future because we are looking pretty bullish. But yeah, this is all I'm going to be talking about. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's go over it. So, first things first, baby Doge, we're at 1.6% up in the last 24 hours. Not too bad. Down 8.4% in the last 7 days. And then as you can see here, everything else has kind of been trying to recover, but now has entered a little bit of sideways movement because of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has been, flat really in the last 7 days. If you look at the overall pricing, it's been up and down, but it's back to that same level, only down 0.3% in the last 7 days. So not too bad coming from Bitcoin. But what I really want to talk about here is this. So we have a possibility of a reversal to the upside. This is the 4-hour chart. You can notice the MACD is super bullish here, in my opinion. You can definitely see that it's about to switch to the buying pressure. So you're about to see buying volume coming in here with that MACD. And the same thing with the RSI. The RSI has crossed here at the bottom, ready to continue on an upwards momentum here. So you're about to see Bitcoin working its way back up to this resistance at 119K. And if it breaks this 119K area, then we're heading right back up to where we were previously, 121 to 123K. And it's all confirmed here by the MACD. So that is good. It's confirmed again by the MACD, as well as it's also confirmed by, we also have it confirmed by the RSI. So those are two good things we got going on here for Bitcoin, which means baby Doge is in the same boat. You can actually look at it. It looks almost exactly the same from this point on. Like, just look at this area here and compare it to here. And I would even argue and say compare it to all of this right here. You come back here and look at baby Doge, you can compare it to that same region, and it actually looks very similar. They look almost exactly the same. The same with the MACD down here. The MACD on baby Doge looks the same as Bitcoin. So that is a very, very good sign right there. Just shows that we are following in the right direction, because if Bitcoin goes up, we are going to do it as well. Now, this area right here, you can also see the recovery is happening in the same exact way as Bitcoin is doing as well. So that's also pretty bullish for us, because you can see on the RSI or on the MACD, baby Doge is literally ready to go back upwards, is ready to go back with the buying momentum. You can see here that the selling, the red candlesticks, well, they're not red on this one because there's not enough volume, but you can see the selling volume is now reversing to some buying volume here on the MACD for baby Doge as well. So for baby Doge specifically, we're going to be getting past 1350, and we're going to be making our way up here to 1500. So we should be working our way up to AZ 1500 anytime soon. And if you want to know what that percentage is looking like for AZ 1500, that is about 15% for us. So us going up to that Fibonacci all the way up here at AZ 1500 is a 15% rise in price, and that's exactly what it's about to do. So that is the 4-hour chart. And if we come here and look at the daily chart here for baby Doge, you see a little bit different info here, but it's still the same thing, still the same goal, still working our way up to 1500, and then eventually up here to that 1675 level as well. And then looking at Bitcoin as well for the daily chart, this then brings us here, which it looks a little bit different. Some would say, hey, this is a little bit bearish on the daily, but you cannot deny when you come here on the 4-hour chart that this kind of looks bullish. Like if you look at the MACD, the MACD is about to reverse to buying unless it's a bull trap, and then we just see more red candlesticks coming up for the MACD, and then you see it further going even lower, and then you see this doing the RSI crossing here, but then recrossing and going back down. That's what a bull trap would look like inside of this situation. But so far, it does not look like a bull trap. We don't have any confirmation of a bull trap so far. And even if you look over here at the hourly chart, we've had buying here, overbuying in this area, and then that's why we sold off here initially. But we never actually had overselling yet. We've had the overbuying in this scenario, but we haven't had the overselling yet. So the next area that we're now looking at is this area right here. None of this was overbought. None of this is overbuying right here. All right, and you can see by the MACD, and the MACD is not telling us it's overbought. The RSI is not telling us it's overbought. It was just buying volume that came in off of that well, not necessarily overselling, but off of that selling area. That was just our buying volume that came in. So what has me concerned on the daily chart is that the RSI, the red line, is still below this white line. So it could just randomly crash and go all the way down. But I really want it to cross here midway and then go back up. We're also seeing the MACD is starting to print out this one little tiny red candlestick. So on the daily chart, has me a little bit concerned here. Hopefully it is not a bull trap, and hopefully we can continue upwards. The FOMC minutes meeting, which is the Fed meeting, comes out on the 20th of August. So yeah, and Jerome Powell will have some speech on the 22nd. So a lot of different stuff happening inside of the financial world. So that could also manipulate the prices as well. Hopefully we get good information, because the last information we got, the PPI, is what sparked this downtrend right here. The PPI pretty much caused the downtrend. And yeah, now that we're kind of recovering, we are now working our way back up. Well, hopefully we can do it. Let's go to a shorter chart, shorter time frame, just to see what we're doing in the short term. So this is the 1 hour chart here on Bitcoin. As you can see with the 1 hour chart, we are coming off this oversold area for the 1 hour. Wasn't oversold for the daily, but it is oversold for the 1 hour, right? And now we're kind of trying to recover, and it's almost like it's squeezing and squeezing, and then it's just going to take off. So I do believe we're going to have a nice pump coming in here very soon, but hopefully it's not short-lived, and hopefully we can actually break 123K and don't get rejected. So that is one thing that we need to work on. And look, still for the 30-minute chart, coming off that oversold area, and you can see here, still haven't gotten to the overbuying, still haven't even gotten into massive purchase inflows. You can even see the volume is very low around here. Look at the bottom here. This is very low volume. All this area here is our volume. So our volume is super low. And yeah, we need to get more volume. So if we even get the slightest amount of buying volume coming in, that's going to be super bullish for us. So yeah, that is very, very good. Well, not very good. Very bad, but it's very good if we get more volume coming in. You know, low volume is not good, but it's very, very good if we get more volume coming in for us. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys for that. And I guess we can also look at the weekly chart. This will show you guys ultimately where we are going in the near future here. So looking at the weekly chart, honestly, we're overbought. Let's be honest. We are overbought on the weekly, and we are still kind of making our way down a little bit. So all this right here is overbuying. And even right here, still staying inside of the overbought range. So we also have the RSI down here. The RSI is close to the overbuying range, but it's not quite there. So we do still have some more room to go up. And like I've been saying inside of all my videos, I believe 150K is going to be that level where we just stop at. So 150K is the top in my opinion. I feel like with this weekly chart, we're going to have even more overbuying, and we're going to stay up here in this overbuying pocket for a little while, and then we're going to come down massively. So that's going to be the pretty much the 150K move, and then you're going to see massive drops coming in. Yeah, it's going to be nasty. That's just what I believe is going to happen. We're gonna hit 150K and then we're just gonna crash, go below 100K. But yeah, this is all I got for y'all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section. As always, I'll be back with another video.